Good afternoon. I welcome us all to another day, another beautiful hour. I want to talk about a pressing issue right now in one of the states in Nigeria. Ogun State, which coincidentally is my native state of origin. I have observed over time that the tussle for power has always been in existence in Nigeria, especially when you are aiming for a particular seat. Right now, something strange is happening right now in Ogun State. Something strange happening right now in Ogun State among two powerful political brokers, of which have been at loggerheads together some time now. The incumbent wants to go for another term at the upper chambers, while the second person is holding a position at the state level but also aiming to go to the upper chambers. Now they are fighting each other. Agatha, you're welcome. Now they are fighting each other for this position. The incumbent says he is going for a second term. Why the current one that wants to go there is saying that one has to step down for him before has to step down for him so that he can go over there. Of which they both belong to the same ruling party. I've now begun to wonder for some time now that his politics, is it indeed a service to the people or self-interest? Our politicians have so much they have so much, you know, they have so much, how will I describe it? They have so much taking politics as a business of personal interest. They've taken it as a business of personal interest. They didn't take it as a service. And that is the problem we find ourselves today. That is why all they are after is to clinch power. I want power at all costs. I must get power by force. I must get it. Not minding whatever happens. They want to grab that power. And it's not because they are going there to do something tangible. They want to go there and milk the resources. Now, the incumbent says he wants to go for another thing. Like I was saying. If the incumbent wants to go for another thing, of which he just used only a term, why don't the other one that's planning to go there, why can't he wait for the current one to go for his second term and complete it? Or you should go over and meet him and discuss with him and plead with him. But please, can you step down for me to go there? The most funny thing is that these people do not know that the citizens are watching. The way you play politics in Nigeria, the citizens are watching you. We must not allow greed, avarice, to, you know, to fill our hearts as a politician. We must not allow that. Power should not be about, let me go there and satisfy my interest. Let politics be a service. That is why people are electing you there. In a case whereby there is power tussle, one person must have to step down for the other person. Or the other person must have to wait for the incumbent person to complete his own tenure. Why is it that Nigerian politicians, all we want, why is it that everything you people want is just for you to get that power? Eh? These things, it has become a lot of trend in Nigeria. Too much trend in Nigeria. It has become too much trend. They are not ready to go there and provide the results. One thing that I've noticed about the incumbent sitting in that position is that he had done a lot of projects while in that position. He had done a lot of projects while in that position. People are enjoying him, and one thing I've noticed is that he has the backing of people from that senatorial zone. Unlike the other person that is actually in control of a that is in control of a or should I put it like this, of an entity who people do not like. A lot of citizens of that state do not like that person. That is why it will be hard for him to get the support of a lot of people for that upper chambers. The citizens are angry with him. The citizens residing in that entity and that geographical location are angry with him. So for him to go to the upper chambers will be very hard because they've always complained about a lot of neglect. You know, my God, politics. One thing is our people don't know is that when you want to go into politics, you need to know that, oh, let me study what I'm going here to do. I'm not saying you carry a book and start studying about, no. You need to study and learn it before going in there. To know what you are going there to do. To know what kind of service you are going there to offer. I know that this life, it is about give and take. As a concerned citizen, we need to understand very well that a position like that, upper chambers, requires someone that has the stamina, someone that has the interest of the people at heart to be able to sit on that seat at the upper chambers. Now, political pendulum sometimes would swing to the left and it could swing to the right. This time around, now that even the leadership of the country has given the leadership of every geographical entity the power to be able to influence the person who goes to the upper chambers. And this is going to cause a lot of havoc. It will cause a lot of havoc in the platform which both of them wants to run. Because one is not going to agree for the other. The other is not going to agree for the other person. So there's tendency that they might actually this their mannerism. They might actually carry it to a stage whereby even the leadership of the country would have to be involved. They would have to be involved. We know that in my language, Yoruba language, this is something they say, ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ló bí òṣèlú. That this betrayal is a key ingredient of politics. There's no way you will be in politics and you will not be betrayed. Betrayal is key in politics. Anything betrayal, you cannot escape it. They might have supported each other in times past, trying to now say, oh, I supported him to get there. Why is he not doing this to me? It is only that time that you know each other as friends. But when you get to a certain stage, you become enemies in politics. But later, you become friends again. Now, the people that were not supporting you, supporting him, they will later be the one that will be affected at the receiving end. Because when citizens are fighting for politicians, I just wonder, you're fighting for them. Do they care about you? Do they? These politicians that you are fighting for, they do not care about you. All they care about is their personal interests, their personal self, and their families. Me, I just want to advise people advise people there, open your eyes. Open your eyes before you cast your vote. Open your eyes before you cast your vote. Because now we know that in politics now in Nigeria, it is either through consensus or through direct primaries. If you don't go by direct primaries, you go by consensus. And you know that when you go by consensus, there will surely be a lot of people that will go against the consensus because they were not allowed, they were not given a level field playing ground by allowing direct primaries. It is only through direct primaries that you give a level free playing ground to people where there will be no where there will be no, oh, this is the person that I want to choose. No, and you cannot challenge me. But you know, in consensus, once someone is chosen, the person becomes the candidate automatically. And you cannot challenge the process again. So that is what is happening right now in Ogun State. So when someone is chosen as a consensus at the state level, the person that not chose the person as a consensus at the state level wants to go to the upper chambers and they place the person there. But the person there is saying, no, I'm going for another term. It now becomes a case of war. It's a serious problem playing out in Ogun State. I must say, it is a serious problem. My own candid advice is that I am pleading. Please. Someone should please step down for the other, if it is possible. I am not commanding, but I have no right to do that. But I'm only pleading. It's just a plea. It's just a plea. Because people are watching. In fact, the international community too, they are watching. All these things we need to put into consideration. We need to put it into consideration. Please. We know that politics is all about power. We know. But please, we are pleading. Let both parties sheath their sword. Please, sheath your sword. Please. Ejo. Ogun State is not a state that we can say that, oh, it is not important. Ogun State is a very important state in Nigeria. If you go and check it very well, Ogun State is one of the most toppest states in the Southwest. One of the most leading states in the Southwest. Please, we are pleading. Ebelabe. I'm not here to speak against the government. I'm only here to plead. That please, ẹ má jẹ́ kó dìjà gbọ́n mi sí gbọ́n mi ò tó. How do they say it? Please. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. à ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ ní o. Ẹ ṣé, thank you and God bless.